Hey Monster, why don't you help me out here a bit?
Alright, Fairy Tale, chapter 496. So, last chapter we got Gildarts coming back, and he's ready for action. Now, up against God Serena, one of the more powerful Spriggan 12, we see these two start going head to head, and it looks like it could have been an amazing battle, but we see something that Gildarts pointed out, and that God Serena isn't at his full potential. We see Gildarts mop the floor with God Serena, even though he's tossing all his 8 dragons magic at him, he's just being pretty much cancelled out due to Gildarts' destruction magic. And he was just there to build up tension. He wasn't going to pose much of a threat as we thought he was going to, but like I said, that was only because he was brought back and he's not at his full. So since God Serena isn't at his full potential, I'm guessing the other 2 Spriggan 12 that were defeated and brought back aren't going to be at their full as well. Which brings me to God Serena's defeat by Gildarts. Just pretty much bashed him in, one hit, one blow again. Classic Fairy Tale style. Of course there was still a little bit of a struggle, but Gildarts at the end of his day saying, I wish I could have fought you sooner at your full potential. That way this could have been a more interesting fight. And I pretty much think we could agree on that, but that's not how it goes. And which raises my question is, maybe since God Serena is down for the count, does that mean that's less strain magic on the other 2 that have been brought back? Since one's down, maybe it's less magic power to keep the other 2 alive. So maybe they might be a little more powerful, but not at their full again as well. So Fairy Tale might have a chance in taking these guys out again, but we still have 9 more Spriggan 12 to go. And one thing that was interesting about this chapter is we see a little bit of a conflict between Romeo and the whole deal behind his struggle. He's looking at these numbers and he's nearly wetting his pants. I mean, come on. You would think he would have a little more backbone to him after the whole Tartarus deal. I mean, they still had to fight a bunch of enemies, but I think knowing and seeing this gigantic army has just pretty much wiped his head blank, even though he's only the roughest guild in all of Fiore. But it makes him seem a little more of a character, more human. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still pretty much a kid. He's only, I think, like 12, 13 at this point. We see Wendy giving him some reassurance. And at the end of the chapter, we see him still struggling with this, but Natsu gives him a little bit of a pep talk. But who knows how far that can go. And Invel just gazing down upon Romeo. Like, what's he going to play in this? Is he going to be bait or something? Is he going to rise up? Maybe he has some sort of special move that he's been saving? Who knows? Now, the rest of this chapter is just Fairy Tale and the other guilds and all the Fiore banding together fighting against Zeref's army. That's all cool, but I'm kind of wondering about the quality of this chapter, art-wise. See, Minerva, which is the main one that caught my attention, she's come back, she's not all demonized like she was back in Tartarus. And I know it's anime, but she was a little more misproportioned than usual, and we see a few more panels, like, it looked like Hiromashi kind of rushed. I'm not saying the quality dropped too much, but it was... Some of these characters looked a little more noticeable. I'm hoping he's not stressing himself or anything, or maybe he's just blasting through these ones so he can get to better parts that we're hoping to see, and focusing more on those and make it look as magnificent as he can. And if that's the case, go right for it, because like I said, it wasn't too noticeable, but when you look closely at it, we see some of the characters and some other panels a little rushed in the finishing department. Not gonna complain too much, but like I said, let's hope it's not too much of a big of a deal. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. Pretty sweet chapter. We got some insight on the full capacity of these revived Tartarus members. See some conflict between Romeo and just classic Fairy Tale all-out brawl. Anyway, 4 more chapters until chapter 500. I'm getting excited. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll see you all next time. This is Nigel Ascor, signing out. Later.